Our next speaker will be Stefan Rust, the CEO of Bitcoin.com.
We started from a basic news site to becoming a full-fledged service offering, predominantly around Bitcoin Cash, which we believe today is the most preferred solution for bringing the peer-to-peer electronic payment systems to the world. You know, I told people I was coming to a mining conference, and they still think that we're really in the mines, right? What are you doing at a mining conference? You're in software. And so that's sort of the perception that's still out there. But actually, today, we're in the financial capital of Europe. The institutions that got us to this global economy, Deutsche Bank example, just yesterday announced they're laying off 18,000 people. So the dark force, as we heard about from yesterday, are really struggling to keep up, and we are having an impact in changing that world. But we're still super tiny. You saw on the slides yesterday, we're a $300 billion or $200 billion, depending on the day, market cap overall across all cryptocurrencies. And the financial services industry is huge. The payments industry alone is about $110 trillion. What do these numbers mean? We don't even know. We can't even feel it. We don't even know how many zeros we need to add on to the equation. But we still have a long way to go, and we have a lot of disruption to drive. And so one of the things that people ask us a lot at Bitcoin.com, what do? We make money work for everybody. We want every interest group. We want all the people that don't have passports, that don't have bank accounts, that don't have ID cards to be able to join in the global economy and start trading and creating value, creating jobs, paying taxes, and supporting the global economy and people around the world. And so we're focused very heavily on payments section, and what we call newly is the sort of non-custodial financial services. We do still today have custodial financial services, and I'll get into those, how they relate to a lot of what it means to the mining world. But one of the things is, how do we help grow revenue? So how can you not only focus on improving efficiencies, but actually creating new revenue channels? We're not the biggest mining pool, but we've built out our network. We're constantly investing in it, and we continue to expand. We've built out in China, in Chengdu, and we've done the same in South America, where we've set up in Sao Paulo as well. So we're really trying to get a global reach and help the global economy expand. Difficulty is increasing, hash rate's increasing, and we've already mined 85% of Bitcoin. So that leaves us, over the next 100 years, we've got about another 4 million Bitcoins to mine, and with the halving coming, we're likely to see even more difficulty come into the mix. So what does that mean? How do you help go, and where do we go? Particularly if we've already invested a lot increasing the efficiencies. We've got dedicated facilities to bring down the costs. We've increased the portability so we can move from Chengdu to Xinjiang, wherever we need to move to get the best power contracts. We go high, low. We go to Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan to get the best sources of power to bring and improve the efficiency. So what we're trying to look at is take that and spin it slightly differently, where we then sort of look at how can we get the maximum value out of your hardware? How can we deploy the Bitcoin where you earn funds? How can we get better returns on those funds? And ultimately, how can we get the better, newer hardware, as we heard yesterday announced the S17 and T17. And then there was an E17 I heard as well. So one of the ways that we've tried to help is cloud mining, so being able to resell contract. This is nothing new, but one of the things is we're enabling our partners to sell the cloud mining on their site directly to our pools. So we're enabling others to do the cloud mining sales, as we've been doing for a number of years, and that's going really well. There's a strong interest to do that, and so we're going to be strengthening that offering and enabling affiliate marketing around the world to be able to do so. The other thing is we're also partnering with a company to be able to offer on the Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash that you have mined, offer you 10% interest on that while it's sitting there. So that's another offering. So trying to just help you earn on the money that you have mined. We've also launched another campaign where for loyal customers, the more loyal you are on our pool, the more hash rate we will give you. So the longer you commit to our pool, we will throw hash rate your way to be able to mine better with less mining rigs on your side as well. And so this is a campaign that's going live next week. So if you go to mining.bitcoin.com, you'll be able to see the exact terms and conditions associated with that. The other thing is I'm going to bring into here some of the advantages of Bitcoin Cash and why this is going to be beneficial for miners in terms of possibly generating new revenue streams and how Bitcoin Cash is really going to help scale up going forward. There's a thing called Simple Ledger Protocol. Have any of you heard of Simple Ledger Protocol? Basically, it says it there, it's a simple token system on top of Bitcoin Cash. But if you actually go onto your phone and you go to markets.bitcoin.com, you will see on the phone, you can look down and find tokens. You'll see all these tokens listed there. There are now already 4,800 tokens up there. CoinEx in China supports SLP already, so the tokens in SLP can be listed on CoinEx. We've got companies like Liquid that have adopted it and are going to be launching it, and of course, our exchange will be launching it. And so one of the things I did manage to create, very simply, there's a website called memo.cash, and so you can very quickly create your own token right away on the blockchain. So this is simple. In a minute, you can come up with what that looks like, and you can just go in, register, sign up, and create your new token. And so I created 100 million Bitcoin mining tokens. And so what does that mean? So I can send these tokens to a wallet address. And so one way is I have a wallet here where I have now transferred, of the 100 million that I created, I have transferred 90 million to my mobile phone here on my non-custodial wallet. So this is still all on-chain. You can have your wallet there, and then you can support SLP and receive these tokens anywhere. Ultimately, the other thing that's really popular, we have a pool app as well, so you can see how much you've earned, and then you can have that obviously immediately transferred from your pool app into your wallet app or onto some of the other solutions that we have out there. I'm going to ask two people to possibly come up on stage who I asked last night to download the app. And I'm going to ask Calvin quickly to come. And I'm just going to show you how quick it is to send some crypto tokens to each other. So I hope you're on the net, and Chris as well. So I'm now going to send them, from my 90 million, I'm going to send them 1 million tokens each. Swipe to send. So he's got 1 million right here at no fees. So this was at 0.001 dollar per transaction. So now I only have 88 million tokens left to distribute. We have 1 million here and 1 million there. So that's sort of how quick and how easy the Bitcoin Cash platform works, and how tokens can be created and how quickly they can be distributed. So UX is one of the things we've been working on. So the next element that really drives an interest is, given that loyalty and their adoption of it, and because we're part of a community, our mining facility has generated a great year. We've had a good quarter. I'm now feeling generous, and we're going to distribute some of that award to our loyal customers or partners, e.g. Calvin and Chris. And so what thing we've created, if you go onto tools.bitcoin.com, you'll see a dividend calculator. And so this is where it really gets interesting, where now I can actually go onto this website. I can't demo it here, but I can do airdrops of tokens. So I can distribute additional BCM tokens, or I can distribute a BCH award to the holders of those tokens. So on the dividend calculator, I'm going to now click on here. I'm going to go to send BCH. You can't see that. I have the token ID here. I go and, so here's the BCM token. I copy the token ID. None of you can see this, but at least I can demo it, and you'll see what their reaction will be when I paste that. And we're going to distribute, not too much, but I'll distribute 0.2 BCH for them. I'll do it here. I'll build the transaction. So now it's going out, looking on chain, and I see I have 4 eligible addresses. So there are 2 of them there. I have one on my ad wallet, and then there's another user out there as well. And so now I have the output addresses, and I can easily distribute to the users right here with my Bitcoin Cash. So inside their wallet, they should have received $47 equivalent, or 0.2 BCH in terms of, and they've got it. Have you got it? Chris got it? And Calvin, you got it? Yep. So they received it. So basically, in an anonymous fashion, token holders have now received a dividend for holding their token and staying loyal using our dividend calculator. It's like bearer shares. So you earn bearer shares or bearer bonds, and we're distributing to bearer holders of those shares and bonds either interest or dividend based on with this tool, all on-chain and basically at next to no fee. So those are things that we want to try and drive into the ecosystem so that participants in the mining space can generate revenue using that. Ultimately, I already mentioned some of the exchanges that are supporting SLP. We have an exchange, and so you can see that this exchange already today supports SLP, and so does CoinEx in China, and there are other ones that are in the works to be able to support that. And the exchange is another means that allows mining customers to be able to move their Bitcoin across and to be able to trade their Bitcoin and ultimately find a funnel to offload and go into the fiat world with their hard-earned mining currency. And so to that extent, on the exchange, we will be announcing a token award, a token issuance coming out in the future. I won't go into that too much because it's still coming out. But we've enabled a lot of our services on the exchange. What we wanted to do was just show to you the opportunities that are available with Bitcoin.com in terms of the innovation that we're trying to drive to generate new revenue streams and give you a number of new services in terms of reselling your equipment, in terms of partnering with Bitcoin.com for cloud mining resale, in terms of awarding you additional hash rate for your commitment to our mining pool, and lastly, dividend shares that you might be receiving as a loyal customer to Bitcoin.com, but also for you to use. These are all open source tools that you can use as well, so you can create your own dividends if you'd like to, and share to your customers how you would like to use that. You can find all of these at tools.bitcoin.com, or you can go and see at Bitcoin.com a multiple of other services that we are offering. We have a need to innovate and constantly drive faster than the others who are the incumbents can actually innovate. How do we get distribution? How do we grow this community to more users, different types of users, beyond just us in the crypto world or in the mining sphere, that we can reach so that we get broader distribution and increase the value of our cryptocurrencies for Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash. The larger the demand, the greater the price, and the more we are all happy with that and can justify additional investment. So let's get more users into this world. Let's share the wealth with many more users and create the demand, and not just create HODL, but create transactions and enable payments with Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Core. Thank you very much.